There's just something special about games that take you through vast journeys set against the backdrop of wondrous locations. These are the games that completely grip the player and make them a living, breathing part of the virtual escapade that they're set in, which causes us to spend days and weeks checking every nook and cranny and ticking off every quest in the logbook. While such experiences are generally few and far between, the last couple of years have blessed us gamers with plenty of games that belong to this niche. And with this feature, we'll be taking a look at 10 recent PS5 and Xbox Series X and S games that last 100 hours. Death Stranding, the Director's Cut. Kojima Productions' Death Stranding might not be everyone's cup of tea, but those who jive with its unique brand of gameplay and post-apocalyptic world will tell you that it's one of the few games that are worth sinking your teeth into. While the critical path will take you on a vast trek across varied biomes as you deliver packages, the core of Death Stranding is all about reconnecting lost communities and building together a shared world with structures like bridges, roads, and zip lines. It's a truly rewarding experience that gives as much as it takes, and the current gen Director's Cut release is the best way to see what this game has to offer. Elden Ring. Elden Ring takes you on an unforgettable journey through the many challenges that come together to make this game a remarkable experience. The game is brimming with all sorts of exciting quests to undertake, collect various items, and of course, brutal bosses to find and fight. Those looking to make a beeline to the finish will have to spend at least 50 hours venturing through this gargantuan experience, and exploring the game in a thorough fashion will easily extend that playtime to 100 hours. Add to that plenty of build possibilities and subsequent playthroughs with NG+, and you could easily spend double or triple the time grinding through Elden Ring. Baldur's Gate 3. Developer Larian's Baldur's Gate 3 is a thunderous game. Baldur's Gate 3 is everything that one could wish from an RPG, which includes, but is not limited to, a lengthy main quest. Spread across 3 acts, the story takes you from one intriguing challenge to the next, and each one of them is home to memorable gameplay mechanics and lengthy quests that must be undertaken to get a better view of the proceedings. Even rushing the main story will take you 60 to 70 hours, so taking the time to soak in the experience and exploring thoroughly will easily stretch that up to 100 hours, if not more than that. Cyberpunk 2077. At launch, Cyberpunk 2077 might not have been everything that was promised, but Update 2.0 has changed everything. It's a fantastic RPG that features best-in-class world building and oodles of content to keep you busy for hours on end. In addition to the critical path, there's a healthy amount of side quests on offer. And much like The Witcher 3 before it, these quests are rarely filler stuff, and they feature some impressive writing with memorable characters and meaningful rewards. You can also take part in street racing, become a fist-fighting legend, rent new properties, collect cybernetic implants, and so much more, which will easily cost you 100 hours of your time, if not more. Add to that the many endings that you can achieve, and Cyberpunk 2077 can become an even more enthralling experience. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom takes what worked in Breath of the Wild and ramps that up to 11. While you are technically returning to the same Hyrule as the original, a lot of the map has been changed, which makes exploring this large map an absolute joy. In addition to this, there are multiple floating islands and an entire underground realm, and all of it is filled with interesting encounters and important resources. Between this and the inherent fun that comes from messing around with Tears' crafting systems, finishing this game will most likely take a long time. Starfield. Starfield is a massive space epic, one that's pretty ambitious for even a developer like Bethesda. This RPG is all about uncovering the deepest secrets of this sci-fi universe, so it makes sense that the world is vast and brimming with interesting things to do and places to explore. Sure, the majority of the planets might not have much to offer in terms of interesting quests, but the ones that are curated are filled with side quests with some excellent writing and various consequences based on the choices that you make. With a new settlement system and the ability to craft all sorts of spaceships, there's a lot of new stuff that'll keep you grinding for a long time. Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West puts players in the shoes of series protagonist Aloy, as she embarks on yet another grand quest to fight a mysterious blight that's been ravaging these lands. Set against the backdrop of a post-apocalyptic Forbidden West, the journey is punctuated with intense fights and jaw-dropping spectacle that's sure to keep you glued to the edge of your seat at all times. It's also a vast experience with plenty of side distractions to keep things from getting stale, and the Burning Shores expansion also helps extend the game's runtime by a significant margin. Hogwarts Legacy. Set against the backdrop of the wizarding world, Hogwarts Legacy is everything that fans would want from such an RPG. Players assume the role of a student in the prestigious school of Hogwarts, and the critical story will take you through many trials and tribulations as you learn more about the history of the institution and the many secrets that lie buried deep within these ancient walls. There's just so much to see and do in Hogwarts Legacy, ranging from the main quest to the side quests and the assignments, and completing it can take anywhere from 50 to 100 hours. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Ghost of Tsushima puts you in the shoes of Jin Sakai, who embarks on a grand quest to free the island of Tsushima from the imposing Mongol presence, led by Khotun Khan. Spread across 3 distinct acts, Ghost of Tsushima features a vast open world populated with towering peaks and blissful flower fields that come together to create one of the most beautiful virtual spaces on the market. It's one of the few games where you just can't help but gawk at the beauty of these carefully curated landscapes and venture off the beaten path to check out every nook and cranny of the map. Between this and the vast amount of things to do and collect in the open world, Ghost of Tsushima can be a massive experience in and of itself, and the director's cut increases the runtime by a significant margin by adding the Iki Island expansion in the box. While you can technically finish it all within 50 hours, doing it at a leisurely pace, which is the intended way, will cost you 100+ hours at the very least. Dying Light 2 Stay Human. Techland delivered a worthy sequel with Dying Light 2 Stay Human, and while there are some apparent flaws, it's still a pretty enjoyable romp. Taking place in the city of Villador, Dying Light 2 expands upon the ideas of the original with plenty of new skills and abilities that can be used to gleefully traverse through this vast space. The main story itself takes around 30 to 40 hours to complete, but if you wish to take some detours and track the many side quests on offer, completing Dying Light 2 Stay Human will easily take more than thrice that amount of time. So what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.